What's up, guys? Tommy Mutchler here, and if you are looking for something fun to do this summer in the Bellingham, Washington area, then you are in luck because I got 10 things that you definitely got to try out. Unless you hate having fun, in which case you can just leave.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Now, our first fun thing to do in the Bellingham, Washington area is to visit CHUCKANUT. Now, you got a couple of options here. First up is you can go for a beautiful scenic drive. Honestly, if you're just looking for like a really chill, relaxed date night, driving down CHUCKANUT is absolutely beautiful. There's a bunch of lookout points where you can look over the bay. It's just a really good time. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more adventurous, CHUCKANUT also has some really great hiking, especially some more challenging hikes. So if you want, you can go up to the Oyster Dome, see some beautiful views. Highly recommend it. You definitely want to check that out, especially if you are a hiker. All right, now the next thing to do after you go on a hike up CHUCKANUT is I would highly recommend going to go get something refreshing to drink. And luckily for you, Bellingham is full of a bunch of alcoholics, which means we have a ton of really good breweries. We got Boundary Bay, we got Aslan Brewery, we got Wanderer Brewery, and we got CHUCKANUT Brewery, which no is not at the top of CHUCKANUT Mountain, although it should be because that would be really, really cool, actually. Think about it like you're hiking up the mountain, and once you get to the top, there's just someone waiting there with a bunch of beer for you on CHUCKANUT Mountain. I just think that would be cool. Probably never going to happen, but regardless, I would recommend checking out CHUCKANUT along with all of our other breweries. They are all really fun and they all taste really good. And don't worry, if you are not a beer drinker, they also have a ton of local ciders. All right, now maybe drinking beer and going on hikes aren't really your thing. Instead, maybe you actually prefer to have your wife drag you through an organic kale field that smells like cheese, in which case you're going to love some of Bellingham's local farmers markets, or at least your wife will love them. All right, now the Bellingham Farmers Market that's on Railroad in downtown Bellingham is by far our most famous and popular farmers market. It's going to be every Saturday during the summer, and it is full of local artists and things and stuff that your wife can't get at Target. So you know she's gonna love it. And they also got some really good food and music, so there's that. All right. Now here's something really fun that you probably have not considered doing, especially if you're in the Bellingham, Washington area, and that is going to be to tour homes that are for sale. I know, crazy idea. And then if you want to do something even more crazy, you could buy one of those homes from me.
Nice.
That's right, our fourth activity is a sponsor by me. Because I'm a realtor and I would love to work with you in helping you buy or sell your next home, whether you live in Bellingham or you're moving to Bellingham. So if you need help buying or selling a home, I would highly recommend clicking a link down in the description and book a call with me. It'll be way more fun than going to a farmer's market. Moving on to our fifth thing to do this summer is to explore the historic Fairhaven district. Fun fact, Fairhaven actually used to be its own city until 1903, in which case it merged with Bellingham, Washington, and the two cities became one. However, even though that was 120 years ago, Fairhaven still feels very unique and different than Bellingham, and it's still a very fun city to explore. Honestly, if I were you, I would just park your car somewhere and just walk around. It's a great town to walk around in, especially if you're willing to live in like one of the condos nearby. You could literally walk to just about anything in the Fairhaven area, and there's just so much going on. Like they do outside movie nights during the summer. They do local concerts. They also have their own farmers market and just a ton of other stuff that they got going on. However, if nothing's going on that night, there's still a ton of shops and restaurants that you can check out. So it doesn't really matter when you go, just go check out Fairhaven. And pro tip, I would highly recommend checking out the Black Cat while you're in downtown Fairhaven. It's easily become one of my wife and I's new favorite restaurants. Next up is visiting Boulevard Park. Now, Boulevard Park is really special and really unique and is definitely one of Bellingham's highlighted parks. And if you live here, you probably already know everything about Boulevard Park, but if you've never been here, you really got to check it out because it is a ton of fun. Located right on the water in the bay, there is a boardwalk, a place for kids to play, and even a local coffee shop called the Woods Coffee, which is really, really good coffee, by the way. Maybe check out and grab one of their pastries. I really like the raspberry white chocolate scones. Get them, they're good. Trust me. Another fun thing about Boulevard Park is that the boardwalk will actually take you to Fairhaven. So you can actually park in Fairhaven or explore Fairhaven, and you could walk down this boardwalk that will take you all the way to Boulevard Park, at which point Boulevard Park has a ton of other interurban trails. So grab your coffee. And then when you get bored of Boulevard Park, you can go explore other parts of Bellingham by taking one of our interurban city trails. Which, speaking of interurban city trails, Bellingham has a ton of them, which is really fun because you can hop hop on a bike or go for a quick walk down one of our interurban city trails, and next thing you know, you're next to a local grocery store. Now, obviously these trails aren't everywhere, but they are most places. A really fun trail system that really just connects a lot of different neighborhoods and parks and things like that is going to be the Whatcom Falls Park. It's also one of our really fun parks to explore, and it has a ton of interurban city trails that are safe and clean. All right, now let's move on to some of more of our community events throughout the summer. If you have not heard of Downtown Sound, I would definitely recommend checking it out, as it is a month-long music festival that happens in the heart of Bellingham. They close off a bunch of roads, a bunch of street vendors open up. It's family friendly. It's honestly just a really good time. It's right by the Flatiron Building, and they play a ton of music mid-July to mid-August every single Wednesday night, which is a ton of fun. So grab the family, grab the kids, leave them at home, or don't have kids. I don't know. Go check it out because it's a blast. Regardless, it is family friendly though if you do have kids. Now, obviously, if you don't have kids and you're just looking for something to do, the Bellingham Bells is a really great collegiate baseball team that's just a ton of fun to watch. They have a pretty good sized stadium. They play quite often, so you could definitely check them out whenever you want to. But every Sunday night, they have a kids friendly event where kids under 12 are free. They got bounce houses. They got a ton of food. It's honestly just a really fun family time, especially for those with kids. And it's just one of the many family friendly activities going on in Bellingham. Now, next up on our list is going to be exploring Mount Baker. Now, you probably already know that Mount Baker is a ton of fun when it comes to skiing and snowboarding and even taking the kids up to go sled. But in the summer, there's not going to really be a lot of snow up there, if any snow at all. But that's okay, because Mount Baker in the summer is still a ton of fun because they have a massive trail system and a ton of camping. In fact, you can actually drive to the tippy top of Baker, which is here, which is called Artisan Point. You can go up here to the top of Artisan Point and you can just see everything. It's just so cool. Honestly, you could just go stargazing up there. My wife and I did that not too long ago. We just went up to the top of Baker, just stared at the stars in the back of my truck. There's other people there too. A ton of fun. Really, really cool. Although I do recommend bringing some hot chocolate or something because it does get a little bit cold there during the night, even in the summertime. All right, now if you're looking to learn more about Bellingham, I definitely recommend you check out this video here where I explain all of Bellingham. So I can kind of just show you where everything is so you can learn more about it. So really good video if you're thinking about visiting Bellingham or thinking about moving here. Definitely check that video out. With that said, my name is Tommy Mutchler, your favorite realtor, and I will see you in the next one.